Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Arizona Cardinals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Get the pitch first. Pick me up. Here we go. 36, 31. Match box. Right.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 55. Let him know. 55's Mike, guys. 55. All day, every week.
Murray now. That's out to his running back, Michelle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Watch twist. Watch out. He's coming. We got double.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He's checking.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check nine.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first three guys, the center and the two guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Hey, 47. Off. Switch, hey.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And Wilson has it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air again, Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And again, it's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the side.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken very short, and they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Throwing on first down is Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. On first and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Check three. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Throwing again, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Murray to air it out again. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Prescott from the gun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On first down, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, here we go. Target.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Get out there. 50's a month. Watch the curve.
From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Prescott to throw it. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott. Wilson's got it complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Cardinals 7. Brett Maher set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Murray now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Throw left side, completes Isabella. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go. Go ahead. Check pass.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Caught by Wilson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Going to 53. Slam. Back. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Prescott now. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Check 26. Kick. Hey, turn it out. Go. Hot.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Check.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Nice move by Lewis. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Everybody, go right in. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Kill! 47! Delta! Go 58's the mic. I'm coming after you! Check. We're going to 54. Why in? Check. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to launch this thing way down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 36, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 23 yards the pickup there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's out to his running back, Michel. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check, crunch. Sponge. No.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Now Holyfield, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now stick. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now look at him go. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously, more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Alert flare.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Complete to Christian Kirk. First and goal.
Throwing again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Go.
Off play action, it's Stick. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.